Time for a positive story. This story is coming from Insider, November 5th, written by Julia Naflin. Again, I probably pronounced that wrong. Magic mushrooms could treat long-term depression better than SSRIs. This is a very interesting story. And again, this was published in November of 2020. So you might say it's not current, it's not news, but this is news to most people. This is news to me, seeing these studies. And it shows that maybe mainstream media hasn't been good at covering magic mushrooms. Why could that be? Maybe because they don't want people to know that this might be more effective and a cheaper solution. But we'll go into the article, we'll see what we can learn, and we'll see some commentary, we'll see some interpretations and analysis. So this article talks about a study published in the journal JAMA Psychology on November 4th, the first randomized control trial to see the clinical effect of psilocybin on people with long-term depression. So if you don't know, psilocybin is the psychedelic part in magic mushrooms, and it has the potential to treat anxiety and depression. There is a mounting body of research and evidence and studies, but since it's been illegal for so long, these studies are only coming out now. So it also just shows you that if they had been doing these studies 50 to 100 years ago, how much more advanced our medicine and technology and our civilization would be. So fascinating results in this study. 67% of the 24 study subjects reported more than a 50% decrease in depression symptoms after their first drug trip session, and up to 71% after the second session. 4 weeks following the experiment, 54% had no depression symptoms. They were considered to be in remission. Antidepressive effects of psilocybin were shown to be in the study 4 times greater than traditional medication. So that raises the very interesting question: is psilocybin the future of depression and anxiety treatment? Are psychedelics the future of mental health treatment? The most common depression medication currently is SSRIs, which are called selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors. I probably pronounced that wrong. Again, not a scientist, just a guy, just a detached guy. And it shows that they have the increased levels of serotonin, which is the mood-boosting hormone in the brain. And everybody knows that SSRIs may not work for everybody, and they also may take a few weeks to kick in. And just kind of a personal part, that when I was going through depression and anxiety and people told me to take this stuff, I didn't want my brain to be reliant on a drug to get over depression. And again, everybody is in their own situation. I'm not telling you not to take these things. Again, I'm not a doctor, not a politician, not any of this stuff. I'm just trying to get you to open up your mind to that there could be alternative treatments for this stuff. And psilocybin was really praised for its immediate results when compared to SSRIs. Again, I'm not telling you to go and do this stuff. This was done in a clinical setting, but it shows that if we can do more research around these subjects and around these topics, we could be helping a lot more people with mental health issues. So now on the interpretations, the analysis, the commentary part, my favorite part, the first one is that psilocybin should be legalized because it has medical use. Or maybe you believe that psilocybin should continue to be illegal, that it's so dangerous, that these studies mean nothing, that they were completely biased. We'll see if the evidence keeps coming out, but my personal opinion, strong belief that these things should be legalized, because prohibition is never going to work on anything. But also, if you're able to study these and have people use them in a clinical setting, in a safe setting with their doctor, not just at home by themselves, you could have a lot better treatment for these mental health issues. Another interpretation: psilocybin is an effective tool for treating depression, or maybe you believe that it isn't. Again, these studies, the science says that it could be. The studies are showing that it could be. Another interpretation: innovation in medicine through psychedelics will transform millions of lives in a positive way over the next century. That's kind of what I believe. Or you believe that an increased use of psychedelics in a clinical setting may destroy our civilization. Or you may believe that it's not really going to have a positive or negative impact. It'll impact some people positively, it'll impact other people negatively, but you're not really sure. You're kind of agnostic on this issue. Another one: psilocybin is far more effective at treating depression than SSRIs, than the current depression medication that is very common. Again, that's kind of what the studies are showing here, but a very small sample size. So take that into effect, a very small sample size. or you believe that it doesn't make a difference, it's not more effective, it's not less effective, or maybe you believe that it's less effective. Again, the evidence, the studies, the science isn't showing that. Another interpretation may be that drugs aren't needed to cure depression in any sense. No psilocybin or psychedelics or SSRIs, or you believe that they are. Again, these all have to do with your worldview and what you believe. I'm not trying to get you to believe anything. I'm trying to get you to open up your mind and think more in a more detached manner, from a higher view, from a higher altitude, using this thing right here, to see what you think is right for you. And again, on top of this interpretation, drugs shouldn't be taken to cure depression. That's one belief. Or another belief is that you should do it if it helps you in a clinical setting, if a doctor says it's okay. Again, two very differing beliefs which may affect the way you seek your mental health help and your mental health advice. So I think these things have very long-lasting impacts, and just the way you interpret these situations change the actual actions you make in the real world, which is why I think this stuff is very exciting. Another interpretation: it is immoral to take psychedelics, that you shouldn't do them anyways, even if they could help you. Or you might have the belief that it is immoral, the fact that psychedelics are illegal when they've been proven in small settings, clinical settings, to actually help people treat long-term depression, which is a huge issue in America and across the world, of people going through depression, people going through anxiety. Another interpretation about this is that psychedelics are a gift from Earth, sent to heal us. Or, again, on the opposite view, you may believe that psychedelics are sent by the devil or sent by the demons to destroy us and destroy our minds and to destroy our civilization, to destroy our society. I just laugh at that because I truly do think these things are here to help us. Again, from the study, we can see that there were some really good results. And lastly, but not least, psychedelics are the future of dealing with mental health issues. Or maybe you believe that psychedelics aren't the future, but they will have some type of role in the future with dealing with mental health issues. Or maybe you just believe that psychedelics should not be in science at all, that nobody should be touching them. Please let me know what you think. Comment down below. Do you think that magic mushrooms could have a role in our future medicine? Do you think that they could treat long-term depression better than SSRIs? Also, if anybody was a part of this study, let me know, because that's pretty cool. Taking this stuff in a clinical setting, getting to basically be a trailblazer. You're being an innovator, or kind of a lab rat at the same time. But no, that's getting too far. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know down below